You know, one thing about people with tiny homes is they have big space-saving ideas. Welcome to Chic and Cozy, where we take home seekers to 3 stylish small properties to find the home of their dreams. When looking for a house, some of the criteria we often hear about is price, location, layout, and size. But sometimes the criteria can get a bit more tricky than that. Let's take, for instance, one of Singapore's iconic locations, the Marina Bay Sands. It was strategically placed so that it would direct a positive stream of energy towards Singapore's financial district. Feng Shui. Which brings us to our next home seeker who finds that an integral part in finding the bachelor pad of his dreams.
Hi, my name is Chern, and I run my own interactive design company. During my free time, I like to entertain my friends by inviting them over to my house, and sometimes I'll cook for them. When I look for a house, the location of where the house is important. Direction facing of the house is also one of the considerations that I'll take before choosing the place. To me, Feng Shui is not so much a superstition, but more like a principle or philosophy that you abide by. And if it gives you better life, why not? I'm looking for a place with good location and where I can entertain my friends, hopefully with a view, because my current place doesn't really serve up a view, and good Feng Shui, of course.
Hey, Chern.
Hey, Mike.
Any trouble finding the place?
No, actually, I just live around the corner.
Oh, perfect. So then you know we're right in the heart of Toa Payoh, which means there's 3 MRTs right around the location.
Right, it's centrally located.
Totally. Okay, and one thing about the owner is he's big into Feng Shui, so I think this place might suit you.
Oh, great.
All right, let's check it out.
Right, let's go.
Okay, here we go, our first place, Chern.
Wow.
Now, this is 731 square feet, 3 bedrooms. What do you got there?
I'm just checking the directions of the house, the orientation.
Oh, this is a Feng Shui thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, well, actually, you know what's pretty cool, if you like the Feng Shui, up here are 8 Singapore coins from 2008. Apparently, 2008 was a lucky year for the owner here, which is ironic for most of us, but yeah.
Oh, probably because of the bakwa.
Ooh, I love bakwa. Like beef jerky, but like sweeter, right?
No. Bakwa is the 8 trigram that is often used in Feng Shui.
Hey, you know what else is a Feng Shui thing? The luohan. Am I saying that right?
Luohan.
Luohan, right.
Wow, they have a whole table for the fish, but I rather have the table to eat fish on.
I'm with you, man, right?
Right.
But you know, you might be looking at the table, looks small. It's not. This actually pulls out and it becomes about a 6-seater so you can entertain your friends.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Take a look behind you. We have a chrome back mirror. So what this does is when you have a mirror, and especially such a big one, it opens up the whole room, right? It makes it look bigger than it actually is. Chern, you might find this interesting over here. Along the ceiling, just at the top of the walls, there's a track that runs through most of the apartment, and that is to slide pieces in to hang art from.
Oh, nice.
That way you don't have to drill into the wall.
Some nice art for the house would be good.
Yeah.
And who likes damaged walls, right?
Exactly, right? No drilling and all that.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the view here. You have an unblocked view of McRitchie Reservoir, and so you've got some mountains, well, hills in the background, a lot of greenery, it's nice.
There's a Chinese saying, 有山有水, so having mountains and water, that's auspicious.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Auspicious means like good prosperity kind of thing, or good luck for the future.
Yep.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm learning this stuff.
Great.
Okay, let's go take a look at the bedroom.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so the master bedroom.
Oh.
Right? 100% custom. It is totally chic, totally cozy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
A lot of thought
Going into it, right? So it's got a raised platform floor, which gives it a really cozy feel, and you've got a lot of lighting here that accentuates or gives it mood lighting, can get very romantic at night here. The space is made 100% use of. Check this out. This is really cool because it's got a recess right here underneath. Put your feet down, and then you can just do all the work you need. And it's really comfortable kind of atmosphere and ready to tackle whatever I have to do for the day. Luckily, I'm a DJ and I never have to do this. So everything is really built with the thought of space saving. So every little nook and cranny has somewhere where you can put something. And that's what I love about this space. just like this, there is a vanity over there that sits just like the desk, and you can lift up the countertop, and it's a mirror so you can do your makeup.
The owner has maximized the space used, and it's kind of an interesting way of layout.
Is it your style, or?
Not quite my style,
Okay. All right.
but I can see what he's
But it's
trying.
cool, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's check out the rest of the place.
Right.
And you have a spare room that's the same facing, and it's perfect if your friends want to stay over.
Right. Probably with some remodeling.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But it definitely looks cozy, right?
Yeah, it does for very small friends.
The kitchen, very tiny space, but the configuration is amazing. All right, so huge fridge. Do you like to cook?
Yeah. I
Okay,
do.
so that could work for you. You have a rice cooker, you have your thermoflask right here inside a small cubby, and it all fits. It's amazing. Right behind here, you've got your microwave, which is fantastic. And one of the things that I love about this place is this incredible sink. Take a look at that.
Wow. I love the sink, the size of it.
Yeah.
And I used to have a faucet like that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Pull it out. You can wash the sink, wash your dishes. If you want fuss-free drying rack, and it just drips right down into the sink.
Very convenient.
Very. Okay, so a bathroom that really maximizes the space. As you see, he put a curved shower encasing in here, which is, I think, awesome because if you had a corner here, it'd really be protruding right out into the middle of the bathroom.
Oh, probably good feng shui without the sharp edges.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's cool to know. That's good to know. Also, the mirror has plenty of storage behind it. So I think this bathroom really maximizes the use of the tiny space that it has.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What?
isn't it difficult to clean?
Oh, right. The
Yeah, the
the
glass
shower's
ball,
so
yeah.
small that the water's gonna splash all over
Right.
it. Yeah, no, it would be tough to clean, but it looks pretty darn clean right now. Yeah. So what do you think of the place as a whole?
I love the location. It's Toa Payoh, so it's centrally located with the MRT station just close by. The apartment is on a high floor, which is great. The layout and shape of the house is also great. It's regularly shaped, so if I were to do any remodeling, it's going to be easier. I especially like the kitchen sink and tracking system whereby you can hang paintings without nailing a hole or drilling into the wall. However, I think the house is meant for family use, so there's going to be quite a bit of remodeling, and platform bed is not really my style, especially when I have to climb up to get into bed. The apartment also has got a fantastic view since it's on a high floor, but there's something about the apartment that doesn't really click with me.
So this is a more mature estate in Yunos, which means that the rooms are old school, so they're really square.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I used to stay in the east, so I know this area quite well. Lots of good food. And I checked the area. The apartment is sitting on a north-south facing, which is good because you don't get so much of the afternoon sun.
Perfect. It's bright, but not too harsh.
That's exactly
yeah.
right.
And it's also an 8-minute walk from the Yunos MRT, so that might work for you.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic. All right, well, let's go in. Let's take a look inside.
All right. Wow.
What do you think?
Wow. Spacious. How big is the space?
It's unbelievably only 700 square feet. So you want to talk about downsizing. We're downsizing, but this place has made the most unique use of the space of anything we've seen so far.
Look at the dining table. It's seater.
It's an 8-seater. Isn't that incredible? And you love entertaining, right?
Yeah.
So
I
this is
do.
perfect for you.
You know what they say? The more popular you are, the more auspicious it is.
Oh, really?
In Chinese, we call it 人气.
Oh,
The more, the merrier.
nice. Learn something new every day on this show. I love it. Now take a look at the mirrors. These are full length, so what it does is it creates the illusion of much more space, double the space, really. It's huge. So there's only 2 of us here, but if we do low, hey, look, there's 4 of us now. All right, let's go take a look at this next room. This used to be a bedroom here, and so what they've done to make more room is completely knock out this whole wall right here. So step on inside and take a look at it. The first thing you'll notice is a gorgeous feature wall that's meant to look like stone. And another feature of this feature wall is, voila, storage.
Oh,
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good.
you would never think. And then it opens up on both sides so you have plenty of storage all the way across because that's what you have to do when you're downsizing. And then behind you, you have a recessed bookshelf. And I think it really goes well, the wood next to the stone look. And right here is a really cool sitting space, right? But it's also a bed. So this whole thing here pulls out, and then the back of the couch comes down here, and it turns into a full bed.
Wow,
Yeah.
very nice.
It's awesome. So you can have your friends over. You might be thinking, okay, well, if somebody's sleeping here, anybody walks into the house, they're gonna see you, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, they've come up with something quite clever for that. So, this is a complete sliding door that goes all the way across and completely closes. And it's kind of got a Japanese vibe to it, right?
Very old school, very nice.
Yeah. So here we are in the master bedroom, and I think it's very cozy.
It is.
It is, right? So if you take a look over here, you'll see that you've got kind of a dual feature wall. Wood paneling on the bottom, which is the headboard, and then it goes in to a big brick wall. This came originally with this mature estate. What most owners do is they cover it up with plaster. And so what they did here was they just painted over it and made it look kind of part of a beautiful feature wall.
Oh, that's very nice. And I like the way that they included the cove lights so that the wall is being reflected back.
You can actually see the grain on the brick, and it's simple yet it works.
It's actually chic and cozy, just like your program.
Ah, you're gonna take my job. I gotta be careful.
Hey Mike,
Yeah.
that's a nice looking fan.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah, it actually does. I know you're thinking, where are the wires,
Yeah.
right? Actually, what they've done here is, because if you look, okay, see that? Solid concrete. But over here, this is a false wall that they've built to hide all the wiring behind. If you look behind you, here you got the rounded edges on the countertop.
No sharp edges.
Exactly.
Bad for Feng Shui.
Also, speaking about Feng Shui, if you look at the stove and the sink are not opposite each other.
Wow, you've done your homework. Now you know.
Okay, Chern, so I told you they made really unique use of the space here. Check it out. Look at that. It's
Wow.
like a boutique hotel, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Take a look, come on in. You have shower on this side, the WC on that side, just like a boutique hotel. And what they've done is they've taken the water heater, you know, because in HDBs you usually see the water
Right,
heater.
yeah.
So they've taken it out and put it right under the sink. So they're
kidding.
hidden it away. Obviously, really nice feature mirror here and a beautiful above cabinet sink. So what I really love about this is it opens up to the master bedroom. When you wake up in the morning, come straight into the bathroom and then go straight into the walk-in wardrobe. How about this?
Very nice.
Totally, man. A walk-in wardrobe can hang all your 007 suits right there. This was part of the HDB upgrade program, so this was added on.
Wow, so HDB actually gives you a walk-in wardrobe.
Not exactly, but yes. So, what do you think about the whole place?
What I like about the place is the entire design of the place is great. It's fantastic. It has a boutique hotel feel to it. It's like staying in a staycation every day if I stay in it. The design is very consistent and there's very clever use of space. And the house is great for entertaining people. Conventionally, good Feng Shui favors bright houses. For this house, it can be a bit too dark at times. Such a place also is a challenge to upkeep the look and feel, and there is a lack of a workspace which I might need.
So, can you feel how atas it is here?
A test?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean atas?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, and that's because we are in Bukatima, right here on Robin Road, and the owner did some amazing things here. Brought a little bit of the outdoors, indoors, as well as created a man cave.
Man cave?
A man cave.
Oh, I can't wait.
Check it out. Okay, Chern, this
Wow.
is our final place. Right?
Plants.
Yes, 463 square feet. So you've got to maximize in this
Right.
bachelor pad. but it is the ultimate bachelor pad. All right, you notice the plants right away, real plants. This is a Japanese hydroponic setup. Over 100 plants right here on this small wall.
Well, actually, I just picked up gardening recently, and I think this is perfect.
Okay, well then this is perfect for you. And then all the water tanks are right under here, and that feeds the plant system. This is kind of like Gardens by the Bachelor Pad.
Right.
So the kitchen, as you see it, hidden fridge right behind here. So it's really cool, flush in with all the other cabinetry. And what I love is the apartment comes with very high-end appliances.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, they're good to touch too, yeah. But you've got your oven here, which is kind of out of the way. It's nice. And right here, you've got a washer dryer. Two-in-one unit right here. Nice and tucked away. And what's really cool is all the switches are hidden right behind the cabinet doors.
Oh, nice. In Feng Shui, clutter is not good.
Everything's tidy, nice and hidden away, and it really just gives you a wonderful feel coming in when you have all this plant life going on.
Right.
Probably breathe better too.
Yeah, if all the plants are growing healthily, I suppose the place has got very good qi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember qi?
Yes, I do. Okay, so like if plants are thriving, that means prosperity in the household.
Very good energy for the house. But Mike, I don't really see a dining table.
Yeah, you have a point there. Aha! But there is a dining table. Look at this. Oh, yes, storage space and a dining table.
Right.
This also doubles up as a great table for serving. You can't put too many people here, but maybe just have your own breakfast here. Wake up, nice cup of coffee, get some work done, whatever it is you need to do. A person my size could actually use it as a bed, like a pull-down bed. Okay, so speaking of beds, we have a couch here, which is a sofa bed. So it pulls out and you can have your friends over to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alas, my friend, for here is the man cave.
Don't you mean Bat Cave? Since we're on Robin Road.
That's right, let's hear your best Batman voice.
No way!
Well, you can do it on your own time if you do purchase the place when you're in the Batcave.
Right.
But seriously, the owner, what he went for was just wanted everything to really look like you're inside a cave. At night, when you dim the lights a bit, it really does have that effect. So as you can see, if you look around the whole room, it's wallpaper, wall to wall, all stone, just kind of neatly placed together. You know, no expense was spared, and they went for the louvers instead of curtains. That will block out the sun, create a really warm, cozy feel. Batman, what would your cave be without some water? Take a look at this. This right here is a beautiful water feature.
Right. But I need to check whether it's suitable for me to place a water feature in the bedroom for me in Feng Shui terms.
Oh, right. Okay, it's a feng shui thing. I totally understand that. Okay. The good thing about it, though, is that flowing water does help to cool off the room a bit. And it's nice to go to bed with the sound of trickling water.
Oh, like white noise.
Exactly, white noise. But we will check if it's feng shui safe for you. Having a 463 square foot apartment, the owner had to really think outside of the box, or actually in this case, outside of the apartment when it comes to the office space, right? So you can probably see that he's put his office right there on the balcony.
That's very clever of him.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's obviously not going to fit inside here. So what he's done is actually enclosed the balcony, yet you can still open up if you want, put some shutters down so you can block out the sun and block out the rain, and a nice fan out there. You can just do your work.
Yeah, who would have imagined 463 square feet?
I mean, honestly.
Office space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you could do? Could you do your work out on the balcony like that?
Yeah, al fresco.
I like it. All right.
I like where the apartment is being situated. It's definitely a posh area and posh neighborhood. I like how the balcony space can be converted into an office space, and that's pretty rare for an apartment of this size. Well, the man cave, I like how it looks, but if the walls can feel like real 3D walls instead of just wallpaper, it'll be great. And also the green wall in the bedroom is fake plant, so in Feng Shui terms, that's not so great. Although I like the green wall, but 120 plants for me to upkeep is going to be very challenging, especially I'm just an amateur. Well, the apartment size is a little bit small, but let's see what we can do with it.
We've seen the platform bed with hidden secrets amidst the greenery of Topayo, and in Yunos, an old 3-room flat turned into what looks like a boutique hotel, and the gorgeous design of Robin Road that puts the cave in Bat Cave. Now that Chern has had some time to deliberate, let's hear from him.
For the first place, the view is fantastic. The place is bright and airy, and you get very good natural light into the house. Squarish layout is also very good to remodel the place if I want to. For the second place, I must say that the owner did a fantastic job designing up the house. You can see how he looked into the details of the design. Everything is so consistent. For the place in Robin Road, although it's the smallest of the 3 houses, but it is designed in such a way whereby the usable space is much bigger than what it appears to be because all the unnecessary parts are being hidden. After some careful consideration, my choice will be the one at Robin Road, mainly because it is located in one of the rarest good Feng Shui prime district of Singapore. And it has always been my dream to have a green wall of my own, so I think that's a plus rather than a minus. And you get all the premium appliances for the house. If I were to entertain my friends, my guests can get to enjoy the spectacular unblocked view of the area. And in that sense, it's a very good fit for me.
Even if you don't hold traditional Chinese beliefs, knowing the cardinal alignment of your home and paying attention to the surroundings can save you money and energy in the long run. For instance, if you like it cool, make sure your house is shaded and facing away from the afternoon sun, and that'll save you on your air conditioning. Thanks for watching Chic and Cozy, where you can live large by living tiny.